All right, what is up, everybody? So last time, things didn't go so well as far as me trying to do a elaborate stream and everything like that, which we are gonna get back to later. I'll talk about that here in a second. But for right now, I'm at the end game of Palworld, and I guess I should probably at least make a stream where all I really do is just kind of go around and do that end game kind of loop. And there is a reason why Bastet is here and standing in front of this specific machine. And if you don't know exactly what it does, you'll find out in this episode. But we also have Galactic on voice chat. Spin that shit. Galactic wiki. If you know how to use the wiki for the game, you could use the wiki. So what?
I know random bits and pieces about Palworld, but other than that, nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean like, there's. I think it's just about as complicated as Pokemon here at this point, except like nothing has a Mega Form, nothing evolves. There's no terrestrialization mechanic. There's no Z moves, but still, it has a lot of similarities. But yeah, what you been up to? What you been up to?
Not much. I did remember that I should be doing the Dog Days content in Warframe, so I'm gonna do some of that while you're streaming.
Oh yeah, I probably need to do that as well. Like, how long is that actually up for? By the way,
I can check because I'm fully alert right now.
Yeah, more particularly the end.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit more than the entire month if I check the specific.
Let's see. Lion Fist Gaming, thank you for that, by the way, for the double audio thing. I think I know what that was, and I think I got it fixed.
Yeah. 33 days and 12 hours.
33 days. So it'll be around whenever the August 12th update comes around. So
yeah,
that'll be good. Because like I said, I'm definitely coming back for that because it seems like it's not like a full ass update, but it does seem like we are getting a lot of stuff. So, all right, it's
one important thing we're gonna get from it. The mod for the AK is coming back.
Oh yeah. I actually saw that. I was like, oh wow, they're bringing back like all the rewards from the 1999 thing, because they're actually bringing back the Tekrut armor that you get at the end and the ephemera, and apparently those are like really early unlocks.
Yeah. Oh, but nobly, in order to get the rifle mod, it is in the shop rotation of the Nightwave shop. It's not just something you get from the Battle Pass.
Well,
but that does mean it'll be permanently available.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, is that since that'll be permanently available, like, I like it when they do that, because that decreases the amount of FOMO that kind of happens with Nightwave. And I know that was a thing for a very long time, was like, oh my god, you gotta get it, because like if you don't, it's gonna be forever since you get back. I think we've literally had like maybe 2 Nightwave like themes since the 1999 theme, and we're already getting it back in a way. So
notably, we haven't gotten the pistols yet. The pistols mod, leaded gas, I believe it is.
Right.
And so that one's still going to be super expensive, but not for long. Hopefully that means it'll come back soon.
Oh yeah, I think so. But what's Live Fist Gaming? I'm glad that got fixed. What you doing? What you doing in the chat? What you doing? Because we're about to go to the fucking world tree and do things because there's lots of stuff that you can do with the world tree. It's pretty.
Out of curiosity, have you caught the Eye of Cthulhu?
I have not. I don't even know where the entrance to the damn dungeon is.
The dungeon, I believe, is just called. It's an island called something in reference. It's very similar to the Terraria in name.
Oh, the sacred realm of
from...
Terraria. Okay. I'm gonna go there. Actually, we'll do that.
Yeah, it sounds about right. It also has a few exclusive weapons. I know that much.
Warframe Sensei saying that Moonlighter is free on Steam right now. What is Moonlighter?
That name sounds vaguely familiar, and I'll look it up in 2 minutes.
Alright.
Because I am currently doing one of the Dog's Days missions.
120 seconds. Starting down. Countdown.
I will say, I don't like this game mode very much for one specific reason.
Oh?
The melee does work as a thrown melee. However, you can't throw it in the air, and that just, considering how low your health is, you kind of need to be in the air a lot.
I gotcha.
Although I forget if that's a property of just thrown weapons in general. I think it is.
Let's see. Warframe Sensei is saying that it's a RPG roguelite. I might take a look at that. That's not my like number one game type that I would play personally, but if it's free, I mean, why not get it to at least have it? I mean, that's kind of like what happened with I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was Warframe's game, Dark Sector. Yeah. Dark Sector was for free, like, at one point, and I was like, I may never play this, but I feel like I kind of should just have this.
But that genre is one I absolutely like, so I'm definitely getting it.
Gotcha. I might get it just as something to play multiplayer with people with now that I think about it. And by the way, I don't know if it is or not, but like if it's like free, maybe. But speaking of multiplayer stuff, we'll eventually sit down and we'll get the Baldur's Gate 3 kind of thing figured out. On that particular day, I'll kind of mention this also to chat. We tried to get all of our stuff to work, but I think we just kept running into weird problems between both of us actually trying to do it. So I have a clean copy of Baldur's Gate 3 now. So, I mean, logically speaking, I should be able to just, like, do the exact same load that we created whenever we were trying to get everything in sync, and everything should be fine now, unless God hates me. Which, maybe.
Although there is one mod you're going to have to download separately.
What would that one be?
The script extender.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, script extender is kind of, a little bit extra. And you kind of have to set it up a little bit differently, right?
No, it is essential for a few of the mods you pick.
Oh, I mean, but like the setup is different. It's not like just going in through like the mod manager and doing it. Like you have to go into the game files and you have to insert something very specific.
Yeah, you have to. You take the script extender and just insert it into one of the folders. That's simple as that.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I've had to do stuff like that for for Baldur's Gate 3 and then for Xenoverse, which hold on. I gotta do the check. I gotta do the check for the day. I gotta do the check. Nope. Not yet.
Still not ready.
Nope. That is, and I wanted that to be something that people would actually see. Is that yes, I am like actively looking to see if the Xenoverse 2 patcher has been updated. The answer, no, it has not. So therefore, that is why we're not playing the final DLC, because I kind of mentioned it like as far as like in the Discord, which if you haven't joined, why haven't you? You can do that on I think any of the places that we stream. We have a link to it technically. But the reason why is I'm like I don't know how possible modding is going to be in Xenoverse 3, and I don't know if we will have as vibrant a community of modders as far as Xenoverse 3 goes either, because I mean, like, for instance, Leon Exodio, who's been on the stream many times, and also Cali Kings, who I've like me, him, and Leon have all like been in chat many times, whether it's collaboration or just talking. Um, we like they pretty much said that they're done with the modding, like as soon as the patcher updates. They're doing one final version of the bio android race mod that they made, and the super Majin Mail, which turns the Majin Mails into the Super Boo kind of looking ones. And then they're done with it. If anybody wants to update it past that, if it needs to be updated, then that's for the community to do. So, like, and apparently it's not just them. There's other people that have just said, like, I'm not going forward with it. Like, probably not because they didn't necessarily, like, they haven't looked at Xenoverse 3 and went, ew, I don't like that. They just have bad experiences from like modding and stuff like that for Xenoverse 2 and stuff like that. I think just really overtly pushy people in general being like, when is it coming out? When's it gonna update? Why don't you release it? Why don't you release it? Like that kind of shit. And I don't blame them. Like, so yeah, like because of all that, because the possibility of like this could be my OC, the channel mascots, this could be its final game, like in that form, of course. Like I don't imagine that that particular like character and model is going to be possible to put in the game without mods. So, you know, but yeah, I just wanted to have a good send off, and if it takes a little bit for him to get back into the game, then so be it. But I'm not just gonna be all like, all right, let's just play it to play it. It's like, nah, it's more of an event. It's like a fucking 10-year almost odyssey of that character that's pretty much coming to an end.
Yeah, fair enough.
But back to something a little bit more recent. I don't know if you saw any of it, really, Galactic, but I tried to do that one project stream that I was talking about.
When you streamed, it looked like Zoids, Metabots, and Kaneko Man.
Pretty much. Like
Yeah, stream just didn't work.
yeah, what happened is that at one point, I can't remember what it was. There was one point in which the stream had to be restarted. Oh, that was because Leon thought we were just kind of fucking around on the mic, and I was like, "Oh, I'm live." So I'll just leave it at that. But then the other time was that the router and internet and everything like that just went completely down because the router updated itself, and I was just like, I don't want to restart all this shit again. Not only that,
Oh,
but just to just to add something in, I was kind of scrambling to figure out how to get stuff to display in a certain way so that
just one.
it wasn't even that. It was just that it was like more trouble than it was really worth. But I think tomorrow, whenever I get off work, one of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to figure out the most streamlined way to kind of get everything to work the way that I want it to work. And I think I pretty much have it. Um, but I also realized it's like, oh, some of these games I haven't played in a very long time, and because of that, I don't know how they work. But I would hope that the fun of it would be that some people would see some of the games and be either one of two options. They'd be like, "Oh my god, I remember playing this. I thought that nobody else really ever played this." And then the other reaction would be like, "Wait, this franchise had a fucking video game in English?"
You know what I say? I real quick did the math for how many times I'm gonna have to do the Dog Days event for every item I want.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna need to do it at most 48 times.
Oh Christ. Like what all is there that you're just like looking at that you're just like I have to have it.
An ephemera, two Cyandanas, the Socratron rifle skin, the Bonico Daybreak skin, and the Compressa Daybreak skin.
So there are two Cyandanas?
Yeah, there's the Dax Daybreak Cyandana and the Samia House Sun Cyandana.
Huh.
And I already purchased the two color pickers.
Oh, there's color pickers.
Yeah, there's two. Beach and a beach, which is mostly yellows, some whites and blues, and then marshland, which is swamp colors.
Sounds interesting. I mean, but you were saying that it's just a bit aggravating.
No, it's just annoying them. Or the game mode. Yeah, the game mode. Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's you can't use your own weapons. You can't use Warframe abilities. You're locked you're locked to 100 HP.
Shit.
But all the enemies are also super weak, so
That's strange. Like you'd think that there would be a you think that there would be something for that.
it's meant to be something that any player can hop in and do. But the cost of doing that
Is
was making it so advanced players don't get as fun of a game mode.
dang. So what you're saying is that they're discriminating against veteran players. They're just you hear that? You hear that, everybody? Digital Extremes is discriminating against veterans. I can't help it that I can't remember what I had for dinner. And then I get a little bit of shell shock whenever I think about the new war quest and how long certain parts of that took me. Yeah, they can't blame they can't put that shit on me.
And just to give you an idea, all the enemies are level 35,
Oh,
the highest level.
well, that would do it.
Yeah, and again, the set weapons are moderately strong.
I gotcha. I just noticed something though that may be a little bit of a silver lining to what the troubles were with the stream last time. Is that whenever I went to go look at the router and be like, what the fuck is going on with the internet? My router was flashing green, which either means one of two things. I'm starting to think it was the second thing, but the first thing that it can be is that it's just simply looking for internet. The second thing is that it could be in the middle of an update. And I think it updated because we haven't had one drop in frame rate thus far.
Yeah, that would be positive.
Yes, I'll take that as a victory. That just means that whenever we are ready to do the actual project, like, and do the big gigantic stream with the multiple games, that we'll be able to do it and not have to worry about that. But I do actually, like, there is one thing that I do kind of want to look up at some point is, like, I wonder if there is a better Metabots game to use. Because I only know of the Metabots AX games, which is what I was going to use. I was going to use the Metabee and Rakusho games, but just kind of separate them so that, like, I do a round of that, I switch over to another game, and then maybe another game, and then switch back to whichever version of the game I didn't play, and then go to something else. But, like, I tried the GameCube one, and, like, I get what it is, but at the same time, I'm like, this just looks like worse custom Robo. You ever play custom Robo, Galactic?
I have not.
I think that that is a series that if Nintendo all of a sudden just pulled out of nowhere, I think people would be I think people would gravitate towards it. Like if they were like, "Oh, we're going to do we're either going to remake this or we're going to make a brand new one." I think people would really jump on board.
So, do you want to know another niche robot game where you customize your robot for the 3DS?
Sure.
LBX.
LBX.
Yeah.
Does that stand for something?
I forget. It's been a while since I've played the game, but I did really like it.
I'll have to take a look at that at some point because I have ways to play, 3DS games. A nondescript way to play them. So yeah, if that's that might be something. I've actually I don't know whether it's me playing this or something like that, but for some reason I've been seeing Pokemon kind of pop up in my feed a good bit, and for some reason I've just been kind of getting a little bit of that itch. Cause I'm not gonna lie, there's some events happening in August for Scarlet and Violet, some mass outbreaks to where I'm looking at them and I'm like, those are Pokemon I wouldn't mind getting shinies of. Particularly, there's supposed to be a outbreak of, I know 3 of them I want to do, but I can only remember 2 of them as far as which Pokemon specifically it is, but there's a third.
Okay.
One of them is one of them is a outbreak of Mankey Primate and Annihilate, pretty much, and then the other one is essentially a outbreak of Poniard and Bisharp.
Yeah, but those are always cool Pokemon.
Oh yeah, like I really like Poniard. Like as far as it's shiny, I think that just kind of works. And even though like much doesn't change as far as like Annihilate's shiny goes, I'd still like to have it. But I know there's a third one, like out of the four that are happening, that looks pretty interesting. They all have something to do with like a 7-star raid that's coming out, and I'm like, I never really cared too much for the 7-star raids because it just seems like the raids, like the 7-star raids, are literally like, if you don't have X Pokemon with X moves and X stats, you're not getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get why you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like that just, I mean, it just kind of sounds a little boring.
So there is a. So it turns out I forgot. I got, or in the final or highest level of the Dog Days event, you also get 2 more of the currency per kill you get and 1 per assist you get.
Ooh, so there is a incentive to try to stay.
And it only lasts for a max of, I believe it's 5 minutes each. So you try to get as many kills as you can in that time.
Uh-oh.
But because of that, I got 94 this run instead of the 30.
Oh.
So that will make it much quicker.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, we can. I won't do too many until you get yours. Until you start streaming it, because I don't want to just.
You're just like, I know the hell that awaits, and I don't want you to have to do this alone.
Yeah, and I just don't. Yeah, and I don't. And I wouldn't want to do it again, even if it was with you. It's just not that interesting to me.
Oh yeah. I gotcha. There's certain things like that to where, like, now, like, I think anybody who would watch my stream, even you included, would kind of look at my philosophy now for Incarnate adapters, and you'd be like, I wouldn't do it, but I get it. And that is my thing about Incarnate adapters at this point, is that like I'm just buying them. I don't have a keen interest in doing the circuit anymore. I just don't. Like, it's just one of those things that I'm just not like looking forward to.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, and the other thing about it is that like the progression that you have in that mode more relies on everybody else, because I mean, like, let's see. Hello, my favorite. What, owner? What are you talking about, Cool Dini? We're just chilling out with pals. We don't own pals or anything like that. But yeah, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Where are you at in the game so far, sir? Let's see. Yes, you and you. I mean, pal. Yep. Up and away, Silverbolt. Let's see. Doing good. Yeah, me and Galactic over here, we're just talking about plans. One of them being Warframe, one of them being a big old gigantic Heroes of the 2000s stream It's gonna have Metabots and fucking Zoids and a little bit of G Gundam and stuff like that as far as like games go. And hopefully somebody will be all like, I didn't know about this game. Especially whenever we get to stuff like Ultimate Muscle, because I think less people kind of know that those games even came out in the States. Because there's two in particular, one for GameCube and then one for whoa. Uh-oh. It's a cult of little hat people.
Okay, I did. If you did want to go to the sealed around Terraria, I did find where it is on an interactive map.
Oh yeah, I found it. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's see. Come here. I didn't mean to kill it. I don't mean to kill these things. You know what? I'm just gonna have to put on my. Have to put on my special glasses that don't allow me to kill pals. Because this is. Hey, hey, hey. I got you. Hey, I did get him. Let's see, just got to Sky Island, but there's a catch with my gameplay. I cannot breed in XP game is about 0.25 of 1 means, yeah, probably gotta be a long playthrough. Oh yeah, that's right. You can kind of set your boundaries essentially as far as like what kind of experience you get from different things. I actually thought of an interesting concept for a playthrough. It's just, I don't know how well it would work, but I know in theory it would work. Like, what if you did a playthrough where the only pals that you were allowed to use at all were pals that you hatched? Like, you couldn't catch any pals at all, and you would have to rely on the luck of the draw of eggs. And then you could get even crazier with it too, because like think what you could do is you could be like I think anybody's first indication would be like, well, yeah, I'll get good ones from eggs, and then I'll take the ones I get from eggs, and I'll breed them together, and then I'll get nearly anything that I want. Well, I mean, you could be like, I'm not going to do that either. I'm not going to breed them together. It's only going to be eggs I can get through pickup. It'd be harder to start at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, it will be easy. I think that's kind of true, but again, I think if you, like, take out the mechanic of, like, breeding two pals together, even if it's pals that you get through eggs, then things might pick up a little bit. But don't get me wrong, you could totally get, like, a lot of really good pals just from egg pickups. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Yep, you cannot, cannot get legendary pals and other, certain pals you cannot breed for. Or certain pals you cannot breed for. Yeah. I still think that you could get pretty far into game mode like that. Like, I'm even considering, a return to a Pokemon, playthrough type that I had kinda outlined in my mind, which was, and I never finished this, but I don't know what game to do it with. Uh-oh. Basically, that mode would be not using, super effective moves.
Oh. A thing I just learned from checking the wiki. The the sisters of Parvos ephemeras are affected by the element.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just that like their ephemera's relation as to like what you get versus what element that you use, it's not just visibly clear.
Yeah, I just didn't know that was a fact until I looked up. I was looking at the ephemera page on the wiki.
And now you know. And now you have a way to get the pretty skirt ephemera that you've been wanting all along.
Actually, I already had that.
Shit. Hmm. Right. So something that I actually figured out that's kind of cool is that these pals that are glowing blue, they're actually kind of special. They actually will have like a passive ability that's like a world tree passive, to where they get like some kind of stat increase, and whenever they approach a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Whenever they approach world tree like resources like trees and stuff like that, they won't disappear, because if you just go up to them, like they'll like burn out and disappear on you. Like for instance, this little node right here, you try to get close and then it just disintegrates. You go to a tree and it disintegrates. But if you got one of those pals with you, it'll actually stay, and you won't have to use World Tree Holy Water in order to get it. Which World Tree Holy Water is used for a bunch of shit right now. Let's see. Who am I gonna use this on? Yep, I'll do that. There's a bunch of stuff that I could throw away. Because like pretty much the end game grind is not for XP. Like I've been doing this for a very specific reason. Everything that I've been doing so far, I've been doing for a very specific reason. It's for these relics, these ancient relics that you could pick up. They're in different tiers essentially, and each one of these holds resources of some kind, but you can't get them quite yet. So you kind of have to just gather as many as you can, and then you'll go back to your base, and then you can basically crack them open, and whatever they contain is just kind of random.
You got
Like for instance, even the most common ones can actually have really good stuff in them. It's just that the odds of it having really good stuff in it is a little bit more decreased. But if you bring in a lot of them, then I mean, a couple of them are bound to have something good. So that's something I kind of like, is that like there's like, even if you get a whole bunch of these, you shouldn't drop the lowest tier, because even the lowest tier can have something very good. And I would say in that way, I would applaud the developers of the game for actually, thinking that far ahead and actually being like, well, like, if you tell players that the very bare minimum, like, if you tell people that, like, this particular thing is, like excluded from the loot pool of the other higher tier things, then of course they're just not gonna want to pick up that lowest tier. But if there's even a chance that it could have some of the better stuff, then yeah, people will actually make the effort to carry that around too. Where the hell's he going? I got him. Another thing that I'm trying to get is awakening gems, because if you get 50 of them, you can basically get like a huge stat boost apparently to a chosen pal of the matching element. But the cool thing is that again, the devs of the game kind of thought a little bit ahead and were like, well, what happens when a pal has two types? Do you have to build a gem for each type? And then they're just like, nope, either type will work for them.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to basically be like, let's make this the least amount of headache, like, as humanly possible, to where people will actually just want to do this, or that just the pain of it just is not quite as bad. Let's see here. Yeah, here in a little bit, I'll kind of bring back my my little pool of relics, and we'll see kind of what we get. I think the important thing will be like, because I haven't, there are legendary tier relics that you can get. We haven't, it's just that we haven't found one yet.
Any.
Yeah, but it's not even that bad. Again, like, any relic has the potential to get anything, so, I mean, just higher probability from that last one. Or from that last tier, I should say. See here. I guess you could say another part of the actual in-game grind is literally just going around and killing pals, because that's the way that you'll get the majority of the relics. Oh, yeah. And plus, like, just the XP that you get, like, if anything needs leveling up, that kind of helps too. I guess, like, overall, like, it's probably one of the most, like, I don't know, just one of the most simple grinds. It's like, you kill stuff, you get loot, you get XP, you get relics that drop stuff, and you also, that can drop, yeah, you get relics that can drop crystals, but also the pals themselves drop the crystals that you need. So everything just kind of fits. I wish I could get my hands on, like, maybe one or two more ground ones, because I really want to awaken my Bastet, because for some reason she is I think she is like the most powerful pal that I have. And somebody will probably watch this on the VOD and be like, I know why she's the most powerful one. Hell yeah, player. And I'm like, gross. And yes. just like the dev said, Palworld is about having fun. Don't look into it. That's literally what they said in response to like the NSFW, or like the curvy-ish kind of mods and stuff like that. All they said was just like, Palworld is made for fun. Now, if only we could get that kind of confirmation from, like, Bandai Namco or something like that over Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 2 is for people to have fun. I still think it's a little bit concerning that we don't have a little bit more info about the game. But then again, I don't know when the game is projected to come out at all.
Because I'm pretty sure they just said early 2027. I think that's all we know.
I mean, that's fine, but like, it just seems like there's still a lot of shit that we don't know. Like, have we even seen like one Namekian? Like as a player character?
Player character? I don't think so.
Like, the only ones that I think have been confirmed so far are Saiyans, humans, technically, um, Frieza Clan, and Majin.
What?
Yeah.
So
And despite what's I say? Despite the demon race appearing, they still aren't confirmed.
oh yeah, yeah. I think that they might be in for, or they might um be ready to kind of surprise us with something. Because I've kept on saying it. I'm just like, the series is loosely based around the concepts of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so we may get some story elements and some gameplay mechanics reminiscent of like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which includes player characters being able to be, you know, like you were saying, demon race. That was something that you could do in there. Androids, either like just the human looking ones or the bio android like Cell. But I mean, I don't think anybody would complain about that. All right, so this is the whole purpose of getting all those crystals. So this is the ancient relic recycler. So you open it up, you get to this interface, and what you'll do is you will just start putting in all the relics that you have. I don't know why there's so many slots, because there's only one more rarity type, unless they're planning to do more stuff down the line.
Is there a max stack count?
Maybe. But like, Jesus Christ, like I don't even know how you could be that sweaty about it. But then again, that's me saying that, and I like, there's only very specific games I will get sweaty over, but I know that there are way more people who will get sweaty over any game. But
yeah.
The other thing, though, is that you need a World Tree Holy Water in order for this to work, and you don't need a lot. Like, I've got, like, I think I had 7, like, I added 7 in here, and I still have 5 left, and I've done this process, like, 3 or 4 times. So, don't worry too much about it. So, what you're going to want to do is you want to turn the power on down here. That's a very important thing. There's actually a power switch for some reason. Turn it on. And then you want a pal that's good at handiwork, and I have the best. Bastet. There we go. And you could actually go into acquire right here, and you can see what you're getting out the other end. So lots of wood and ore. We got some of these stat fruits, which are kind of like calcium and protein in Pokemon. You got stuff to where you can make the same things that these are. You have disposable implants that are higher tier. And then you have these crystals as well. But then there's more, like whenever you get to the higher ones, of course. All right, she's done, and we're gonna give her a pat on the head because she did a good job. She was really fast. So now we got all these. So I'd say that these are probably the best thing that we got out of here. But I mean, 300 mythical wood, 300 palaxite, ancient civilization cores in particular, because I think you could only get those through expeditions before. And then we have 3 disposable implants for traits that we can do. And by the way, the cool thing about these is that they may be disposable, but they are free to put onto a PAL. They don't cost you 50,000 like the ones that you can buy from like bounty tokens. These you only get 1 each, but they are free to put onto a PAL. So that's a nice trade-off in case you didn't know. And we are carrying 4,000 pounds right now. And now we aren't. Alright, I'm gonna see about creating some of these crystals. So, geez, we only have the same 3 right now. We have electric, fire, and neutral. This is what I hate, though, right here, because we're going to go to ground. We literally need 1 more. Bastet has been such a fucking powerhouse in this entire game, not just through, like, the manual labor thing, but, like, actually in battle, to where I kind of have to have her be the first one. So we're going to go back and we're going to see if we can find just 1. Gosh dang. Actually, I bet if we go here and we defeat Duelith here, because I think Duelith is part ground, something tells me that we might luck up. But apparently Palworld is making like an MMO for mobile, and I'm like, that is a combination of 2 things that I didn't really expect. Because, like, I don't know how you expect, like, I don't know how they expect a MMO version of Palworld to really work. To where there's, like, constantly rules and stuff like that.
I mean, if they can make it work.
Like, I think I already know, like, 1 piece of logic as to why I would want it to work. And it's probably one that you're probably thinking in the back of your head too, Galactic, is that if they did it, and they got it to work, then I'm pretty sure that there's, you know, a certain other company off in the distance that would look at it and be like, well, I guess we have to.
If I remember correctly, they did hear about it.
Oh yeah, I bet they did. I bet they're watching like everything that they fucking do at this point. They're literally the company that swerved like a massive lawsuit, which is something that they probably have not taken lightly.
If I remember correctly, they heard and tried to use another patent lawsuit to go, hey, we did the throwing thing, or we want to make a patent for throwing balls to catch Pokemon or catch creatures on a mobile device.
And then they, on a mobile device? That'd be weird.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It might have just been throwing balls in an area to catch creatures, and they use a fan game to counter. No, people already did it years before you did in Legends Arceus.
And like that's the funny thing is that like I think they tried to argue back. It's like, but it's a fan game. It's like, yeah, and you didn't do anything. If it was important enough to you, like if it was important enough to you to like keep this to yourselves and everything like that, you would have gotten around to eventually trying to take them down, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Like I really think that that's like the logic that the courts use to be all like, you can't just all of a sudden decide that something's okay just because something is literally like on your radar.
Yeah.
It's like people are allowed to take inspiration from other things and adapt them into like something that is like more theirs and more unique. I mean, even Palworld was at least like decent enough to change some of the pals that just deliberately looked like, you know, certain Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like I think they may have just been like, yeah, maybe we should just kind of, you know, just do a little something about that. Not a lot, but a little bit. All right, so we got actually our last couple of ground gems, so we will be able to awaken Bastet here for pretty soon. But I don't think I've explored this particular area that much, as far as like what pals actually like show up. Because like it's this cool kind of like autumnish kind of themed area. Ooh. Big turtle. That's kind of cool. All right, we got him. Ooh. Those motherfuckers drop emeralds for us to sell later. Holy shit. That's pretty good, though. Like, I won't say no to yet another pal that just, like, gives us resources for money later on. For some reason, this kind of reminds me of the later game area of Elden Ring. Like the capital area that you're supposed to kind of aspire to go to at some point. Oh, God. Jesus. Silverbolt, I hope you got this. Yeah, he got that. Ooh, I got a legendary tier ancient relic. That's cool. I might get something kind of spicy out of that one, like a spicy meatball. Ooh, shit. I've heard about these. Huge ominous egg. Like, apparently those eggs are supposed to be, like, a bunch of different shit. They're supposed to be, like, a top tier, like, pal in general. They might be alpha, and I think they're supposed to have, like, World Tree passives baked in as soon as they hatch, so Kind of curious. I knew that they could only like spawn in this area, but since I had actually started exploring around this area, I'd never seen one personally. Let's see. Ooh.
What?
Something's over there.
What?
There's some kind of fight. And there's a castle. Right? What kind of fight are we looking at? Oh! That's kind of neat. Celestir and Celestir Noct. Is there? Uh-oh. Okay, I guess you see me. Let's fight. You know what? I'm gonna use Bastet just so that I can prove my point that she's super fucking powerful. Yeah, that's one down.
What?
Don't just do him, Mudball. Do one of your cool attacks. Come on. Hit him with a key off. Okay, fine. That's fine. You did good. All right. Okay, so there is a actual, like, checkpoint right there. Yep, and it's gonna say, oh, you can't pass. It's like, that's okay. We weren't really looking to pass quite yet. Let's see. Seems to be blocked. Let's see. When you touch a mysterious light, let's see. Hear a mysterious voice recording start to play. I do not care about the story of the game. Okay. Yeet. Whoop. It's 2B, the pal. Where'd it go? Where'd that huge bitch go? Did she disappear? I didn't get anything.
What?
Oh, wait, there she is. There she is. Okay, yeah, she's dead. Well, that's neat. Run, 2B, pal. Run. All right. I'm gonna do... It's like, oh yeah, you should only use the emergency teleport in order to get out of bad situations. No, I'm using that to be a teleport. Because I don't lose anything whenever I get downed. All right, let's try to make one of the crystals. I wonder if it's one of those like huge deal kind of things. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Apparently not. So we'll actually wake up or awaken a few of our pals. So let's see what happens. I am going to take a screenshot of stats of Bastet right now. And then we're going to use our crystal on her, and we're going to see what happens. And now she's a Spooper Saiyan. I don't know exactly. Oh, okay. So it actually tells us right here. So
It is nice when a game does that.
Oh yeah, like it's really cool, like because it actually just gives us straight up. So we get 104 extra attack for awakening, and then another 88 defense from awakening. All right. And now that we got her awakened, we could start awakening others. To which I think Bahamut is probably going to be the next one that we'd probably awaken. I would like to do our favorite dark pal, but apparently we don't have enough dark crystals right at this second. Jesus, she just has that aura. Oh my god. Okay, let's do that. Ooh, excuse me. Go ahead and make that. All right, so yeah, it seems like you get a little bit of stuff from it, but it's not like, oh my god, this is amazing or anything like that. Like, I wonder if it's just like, it's kind of hard to tell. Let me go ahead and actually throw some of these relics in here. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to turn the power on. And oh, we had 2 of them. She did good. All right, let's see here. That's right. Oh yeah, sometimes you can get schematics as a reward. And I would say that's a pretty good one because that's one of the last weapons in the game, and this is the rare tier of it. So yeah, pretty good. Let's take all that. I wonder if we cross the threshold on any other crystals. We can make 3 electric crystals. Why does life have to be so hard sometimes? It's like I would just like for certain things to be able to be done. Let's see here. Remarkable craftsmanship. Put that in there. Oh yeah, that blueprint. Yeah. Alright. Actually, let's hatch some eggs real quick, because I do want to see what's inside of that, ominous egg. And hopefully it is something that's just like, oh my god! Start up with this large frozen one, Rillo. Elgrove Crest. Let's see, what about this huge common one? Okay, Totoro's, Totoro's, Primo, okay. Alright, and now for the mystery. Ominous egg. What is it? Duelith with Vampiric and Hermit Sage. I guess technically that is a higher tier pal. It's just not one that I'm just like head over heels about. And that's nothing against it. Like, I'm sure that somebody could probably pop into the VOD or anything like that and be all like, I don't think you truly understand the greatness that is Duelith. The first thing that you gotta know is that you could run around on him like he's your pal. And then he has an arm cannon. I think you'll soon figure out is that the arm cannon is probably one of the best pal abilities in the entire game. So I'm sure that that exists. But again, like I kind of have like most of my crew just kind of picked out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but soon though, we won't even need to have a flying pal, because we could have a wing pack and fly. So I mean, I think that'll be pretty awesome. Like, we can literally have whatever party we want, and we don't have to rely on a flyer. Kind of like how, like, did you ever feel that, like, well, I know you probably felt this way maybe back in the day of playing Pokemon, but, like, did you ever feel that, like, your party composition throughout a playthrough was kind of held back by the need for a flyer or somebody who could use surf in particular?
Now here's the thing. I'm lucky. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Moon. I didn't have to worry about that.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and even in Y, I mean, most of the Pokemon Y happened to learn the HMs anyway, so.
Yeah, I just remember that, like, a while back that was something, because, like, even if you wanted to go up against the Elite Four, like, well, I guess, like, you could kind of go around it. Like, essentially, you could just have, like, a Pidgey or something like that that has Fly, and then you could take out something else that's a flyer that you don't want to have no Fly, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least Fly is a decent move in playthroughs.
Yeah, I suppose. It's just that, like, now, like, you know, I think they kind of figured out that, like, hey, let's just use fast travel and let's give the players some kind of way to go into these areas that doesn't affect the moveset of Pokemon. Because I will say, like, in comparison, I would say that Surf probably would get more battle use than Fly would. Because I think Surf is just mostly universally useful, like, just especially in, like, the core Pokemon games, because you know how it is in core Pokemon games. There's not a whole lot of attention given to double battles. Unless we're talking about something like XD or Coliseum.
Yeah, because those are entirely double battles, right?
Oh, yeah. Which is something that I would love to get like in the ear of like the Pokemon Company or Nintendo about, just be like, why haven't we had another game that's similar to X and Y that has to do with like Shadow Pokemon? Because like, I mean, obviously Coliseum did good enough to warrant a sequel. I don't know if XD necessarily did bad or not, though. And I don't even know if that was the metric to where they were just like, oh, well, that's why, or whatever. Like, it's just a interesting, it's just an interesting thing. Sometimes you see certain concepts in games done, and it's just for whatever, like, a studio just won't follow up, and you're just like, was it because it was bad? Or was it just because it's like, I just didn't want to?
Yeah, or it just didn't make money.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, the Legend series now exists, so, like, I mean, I think that that's one situation to where, like, a spin-off has been successful from them. But even, like, I don't know, how much, like, I don't know how well ZA really did. Like, I don't know if it was, like, commercially successful in their eye, and I don't know what commercially successful to Game Freak or Nintendo or Pokemon Company, what that really means.
Yeah.
Because
We're probably are going to get more legends, but we don't know how they're going to be, obviously.
right, like, I mean, it'll be interesting to see kind of what direction they kind of pick. I mean, I think it's one of those things to where they may just be like, all right, well, guess what? The Legends games, we're not expecting a whole lot from whatever Legends game there is, but this is a opportunity to experiment a little bit, throw some stuff in, see what sticks, and whatever does stick, we'll probably make it into the main game series. And apparently, one of those things, so far, has not been speed and or power settings for moves.
Yeah.
But we do not know yet, technically, if you could say the same thing about like active battles yet. We don't know. Truly.
Are you saying that if they'll come to main series games?
Yeah, we don't
No.
know.
No. No. It's not. It's not. There's no ways. Will we? Won't we? No. No. Pokemon is a turn-based game. They're not going to make mainline change that drastically. That's just
a bridge
you
too
can say
far.
you say yeah, you can say good things or bad things about Pokemon and how good or bad their games are. They're not stupid enough to take their mainline games
and turn
them into an entirely different genre.
Yeah. It would be interesting though if if Legends had its own like mobile kind of stadium-esque or Pokemon Champions kind of tie-in. Like, I think that would be a little bit more likely than like just Pokemon like completely changing one way or the other.
Yeah, we might get more spin-off games in that genre or in that type of style. We will absolutely not get a mainline game like that.
What?
I still think that Pokemon needs to experiment more with the idea of battling something that is not necessarily something that you're supposed to be able to catch. Something that's supposed to be
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
menacing or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Now,
What?
I think I've always thought it's an example of things, but an example of what Pokemon would be doing if they made ZA their the main style of Pokemon. It'd be a steak restaurant turning into a vegan place. You're not
that's
getting
how much of a switch you think it would be.
What?
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of fair. In a way. I mean, yeah. But like
What?
I just think that like it would be cool if Pokemon was able to find something for us to fight in like a core series of a game that like was not
What?
a Pokemon, was not meant to be caught. It is just like this thing does not want to be trained. It does not want to have any kind of relationship with humans. This thing is here to destroy, and that is all it's going to do. And you have to stop it. Like the fucking eaters from Cyber Sleuth. They are not there to be
Yeah.
tamed. They are there to be an antagonistic force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think like doing raids and stuff like that would be pretty cool against stuff like that, but I don't know how well certain core parts of the fan groups would be all like. It's like, what's the point of fighting it if I can't kill it? It's like, story, motherfucker, stakes, anything like that.
What?
I mean, they could just drop resources too. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want there to be like a final battle in Pokemon that feels climactic because I mean the only reason I hated the one from ZA is how we led to it.
Yeah.
Because of very, 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 very bad writing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think there's a solution they could have done. While you were having your battle with Grisham, just a little bit earlier, hold on a sec, the other player, or the companion, whatever,
Yeah.
they beat their opponent to get to A rank, so they had already gotten Floette and are going up to the top by the time you get to the tower.
Yeah. Like, but
Obs-
it was just such a bad fucking thing because they were just like, we're gonna battle and whoever wins gets Floette. Ready, go. And then you beat her. It's like, oh, well, guess what? I'm gonna take Floette anyway. And it's like,
Yeah.
why? Why did we have any of that dialogue at all? Like, what? Why did we just waste all of that time? Like, why did we even waste time with that fucking battle?
Yeah. It's like, obviously they wanted the climactic battle between the protagonist and their rival.
What?
I
in air
mean,
quotes.
they could have done that. Like, they could have done that after the dust had settled. Like, I think what would have been cool is if they did that, and like the credits were playing, like in the background while you did that.
Yeah.
But no, they had to figure out some way to just infuriate a 34, I believe at the time, year old man, and to just be like, fuck this game.
What?
Like, and that's the thing is, like, I looked at like the DLC and I was like, in concept, this doesn't look too bad, but it's ZA, so I don't know if my mind would be able to take the PTSD of going back into that fucking world.
Yeah, I did watch a video earlier, or yeah, like a day or two ago about ZA, because I like watching just videos about people talking about games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that DLC was apparently very, very grindy. So.
Okay. Okay. So, like,
What?
mm. I don't know. Like, I feel if I would have gotten something out of it as we grinded, I would have been more willing to do it. Like, if there was like, oh, while you're doing it, like, and while you're just going through the story, there's a way that you could like consistently get pretty good odds at like shinies or something like that, that I would have been like, yeah, okay, sure.
Or if they gave you the mega stone every time.
True.
Like, oh, you beat mega.
What?
So yeah, beat mega heat train. You get the mega heat train stone. Although you probably don't have heat train, so it doesn't matter. But you get the idea.
I mean, I could probably have Heatran, like if I wanted to.
If you
It's
transfer them in, yeah.
yeah, but then that brings in the question of like, well, if I do that, then that means that unfortunately I can't ever transfer them back into something like a Scarlet or Violet or the oh so coveted Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah, those were great, weren't they? And like the thing about it is that like I think we were warned to an extent, weren't we? About what Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were. It's like these are remakes of Diamond and Pearl. It's like, oh dude, cool, I can't wait to do it. It's like guys, they are remakes of Diamond and Pearl. It's like, yeah, 4th gen remakes. Like, no, you're not listening. Diamond and Pearl.
Counterpoint: Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire exist, and Heart Gold, Soul, Silver, I believe. Although they didn't have a 3rd version, but you get the idea.
I get that, but I feel that the jump, like, okay, here's what I'll say about Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't think that was nearly like as big a thing as like, oh, it's a remake of this, therefore it's not Crystal, because they put Crystal shit into both Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They put the main like storyline in there. So I'm just like, okay, so there's the Crystal content that's in there from years ago. Cool. No matter which version you play. And then Alpha and Omega, they created brand new content to make Rayquaza a central figure. And they made it to where for the first time, I believe, at that point, you could just fight Deoxys and catch one in game. So, like, I'm like, that's pretty cool. But, like, all the way until the very last part of the game of, like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, those are strictly remakes of the game that they were. They didn't add anything from Platinum. The exact same problems from Diamond and Pearl that persisted to make Platinum the superior game to play, those issues persisted. Particularly the fact that, like, hey, did you choose Infernape as your starter? No? Well, guess what? Your only other fire Pokemon is a fucking Rapidash. Congratulations. Hope you like Rapidash, because that's all you're getting. Until the credits roll, of course.
What?
And then, and then the other thing was that, like, whenever you did get to the Elite Four, because they were using, I think they were kind of basing it off of the stuff that you were able to encounter in that game. Like, the one that's like, oh, this is the Fire Elite Four one. Like, that motherfucker only had one Fire Pokemon, I believe. Maybe two.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he has two, and I believe one's Infernape, and then I think he has two Rapidash.
That's even worse than I thought it could be. So it really is exactly what it sounds like. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl literally are like the worst remakes that the series has had.
Rapidash. He only has Rapidash and Infernape.
Mm-hmm. And even at that point, like, for him to have Infernape, I'm like, that's kind of cheating. Like, I would, like, if my rival, like, what if I chose Torterra, and, like, my rival also has Infernape, so I have to fight that Infernape, and then the Elite Four member also has a fucking Infernape? What kind of shit is that? What's up, Nicole? How you doing? We're talking about how shitty, like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl were. I know that we're not supposed to do that because we're playing Palworld, but you know what? I can't help myself.
To remind you, in case you forgot, the Elite Four in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were given a pretty massive change.
Oh, what did they change?
They're using competitive movesets, items, and EVs and IVs.
Wait a minute, is that like just the original encounter, or is that the
original? Not the rematch. The first time you fight them, they got a full competitive set.
Why
all Elite Four Pokemon?
Why on earth would they do that for the very first encounter?
Yeah. The Psychic type Elite Four, his Mr. Mime has Light Screen, Reflect, and Light Clay.
Oh, God. Yeah, I do remember. What's it? Fuck it's Cynthia's team being a little bit more saucier, but I couldn't put a finger on exactly why.
Yeah, aside from the nearly perfect stats, there's only, if I remember correctly, only one of their IVs isn't as high as possible, and it's a non-attacking stat.
Jeez.
Yeah. And then, for example, Cynthia, they have a Flame Orb Marvel Scale Melodic. Their Garchomp has a Yachi Berry, which, if you don't remember what that does, it's the berry that reduces a super effective Ice type hit, or the damage of one. And
I think I remember.
The Gastrodon has leftovers.
I think I remember being surprised by that, be like, "What are you talking about?" I still think that, like, the one thing that Pokemon tried and did away with after one attempt, like, if I was gonna pick one thing that's a concept that they just took out and mysteriously it vanished, it would be the option of a hard mode.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Black and White had I think it was specifically Pokemon Black had a hard mode.
That's right. Black 2, I think, had it, but you had to connect with White 2 in order to get it, or something like that. I wound up doing it, like, and whenever the longest journey playthrough goes to Black 2 and White 2, it's going to be on challenge mode, and we're gonna probably be pretty fucking generous with like what kind of quote unquote rules we go with. Like, if I had to guess, we're probably just in for one hell of a time, but I'm just kind of like, I want to see what it's like. I want to see what happens whenever everything is going against me.
What?
I don't know. I just think it would be an interesting thing to see, because I don't think enough people know that that existed.
And if I remember correctly, Pokemon White has an easy mode,
That's
but you
right.
need to beat the game in order to unlock it.
Right.
What?
And I'm like, so, like, it has like easy mode duct tape to it, and then the game just plays out the same. Like, what are we talking about?
What?
Like, I don't know how you make Pokemon easier, other than you
Load
just
enemy-
either than you just
load enemy
make.
stats.
I wouldn't even say that necessarily. Like, the only way that I could see that you could make Pokemon any easier is if you make the AI purposefully fumble and like just pick the wrong thing to use every single time. Like, they just never use like super effective moves, that kind of shit.
What? What?
Meanwhile, though, your rival in Black 2 and White 2, if you're playing like hard mode, you just get the heart attack of a lifetime whenever all of a sudden his sentience wakes up and he switches out Pokemon depending on what you send out. You're just like, oh my god, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Dang it, it escaped.
Yeah.
We've talked more about Pokemon in this stream than I think we have Palworld, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, though, is that like I kind of mentioned in Discord, whenever I was like wanting to discuss certain things after we kind of go on a little bit of the in-game grind, is that we are running out of things to do for this game. Not in a bad way, it's just one of those things. Hey, getting to the end of the game, so the only thing left is just kind of the end world grind. And I mean, there's only so much end game stuff that you can do before it's just like, ah, okay, this is the ultra sweaty part of it. Like, it's kind of like I was mentioning with that whole concept of the 7-star raids from Scarlet and Violet. The concept of, like, if you do not have this, you are not going to be able to do this at all. Like, there is no flexibility or anything like that. Like, do you have this Pokemon with these movesets, with these stats, with this item, with this Terra type? No, then you're not doing it. It's like, yeah, but I only had one thing missing from it. It's like, well, too bad, you're not doing it. I think this is the Terraria place. Isle of Eternal Summer.
No, that.
And then it's this one, right beside it.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it.
Sealed Realm of Terraria. Enter dungeon. It's a level 45.
Are you?
80.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty easy.
I like the music.
Yeah. Wah.
I'm gonna try to catch these eyes.
Yeah.
Green slime.
Wah.
Hallowed bar.
Yeah, that's the you need that for all the Terraria items.
Oh.
Oh no, Flubber's gonna attack me.
Yeah.
Alright. I didn't know that that music was from this. Can I break this? I can!
I'm pretty sure it just uses the original Terraria music.
I've heard that music so much, but I don't know from what. Blue slime. I will get you, blue slime. Key up! Eh. Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
There you go. Why are there little herbals over here? No herbal gerbils. Oh, that's cool. They made the chests look different. Oh, there's a blueprint for armor. Hallowed plate mail schematic.
What?
I wonder how good that scales. Ooh. And there's a schematic for the helmet. Kind of cool. I wish this was during the daytime so that we could see a little bit more. Forgot if this is the way that we went or not. Now this looks different. Ooh. Uh-oh. This looks spoopy. It's a haunted house. Ah! Ah! Oh god! What the fuck? Ah! Ah! What the fuck was that? Is that a trap that usually happens, like, in the game?
Oh, I wasn't looking at what happened.
Oh, I like, stepped, like, to a certain place, then all of a sudden, like, fucking arrows started shooting at me. And...
that's a trap that's in the underground.
Oh, God.
Yeah, those are annoying. Hey, at least it wasn't a dead man's chest.
Uh-oh. What should I know about a dead man's chest?
It's a chest that, when you open it, sets off explosives.
It'll be
And
here.
typically when you're opening chests underground, it's because you're early game and don't have the armor to survive it.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Ooh, I got little hearts. That's kind of cool.
There's
What?
yeah, there's ways you can tell them apart from normal ones, but that doesn't matter in this one.
This kind of reminds me of, like, the colors kind of remind me of Spyro a little bit. Don't know why. Ooh. Uh-oh. Looks like we're in another kind of undergroundish kind of area. Ah! Jesus! Stuff keeps shooting me.
What?
Ooh. It's all blue and stuff here.
Yeah, that'd be the underground mushroom biome. It's exactly what it says on the tin.
That's cool. And they even integrated some of the actual pals into the game that kind of fit. Ooh. Can I? Huh. That lotus looked very important, but apparently it's not.
It doesn't immediately.
What?
It's about to go back to daytime.
What?
Ooh. Steep drop. Ooh, it's a
You can
rainbow
also fight
sign.
Cthulhu. Yeah, you can also fight Cthulhu.
I'm gonna get that rainbow sign. Yay, rainbow slime. Yay. Ooh, more rainbow slime.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is this? Oh, okay. This is...
What?
I got a chest. Uh-oh. Illuminate slime.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do what?
You might, if you're willing to bug exploit, you might want to start Warframe a little sooner.
What's that?
There's a bug where that'll be fixed on the 12th, where you can get an arc gun in the Dog Days event.
Which one?
You can get the Kuva Apparently, the Kuva Grappler is the one you need.
What?
Starion? What the fuck are they doing here? So you can get the Kruva Grappler?
No, you don't. You can use it in the game mode.
That's a sword. I want to get the sword, but I can't. I don't have any. I don't have a way to actually make any fucking Pal spheres.
Okay, it doesn't need to be the Kuva Grappler. That's just what the guy recommended.
What? Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do it because I don't have the
What?
thing that lets you summon your arc gun, but you'd be able to do it.
Yep.
This looks interesting.
Oh yeah, and those enchanted swords are, as you probably guessed, enemies from the game.
But I can't catch them because I don't have any spheres. I'm going into a big old cave looking thing. There's a big old gigantic. See, I have
Pretty sure it's
control.
I assume that is meant to be the dungeon.
I'm gonna get you! You die now. Oh god! I got it. That was creepy whenever its eye turned into a mouth.
Yeah, that happens. And I'm pretty sure here is where you can get the blueprints for some of the items. Oh, there's the one everyone mentions, and you do want that celestial sigil schematic.
Oh yeah. Like, I think I've seen it, like, talked about just kind of loosely, but I don't remember exactly what it's gonna do for me.
Let you summon a boss in the raid area.
Ooh. Let's see.
Yeah, you probably should have emptied your pockets before coming here.
There's plenty of stuff that I can just get rid of without much of a consequence.
Yeah. But now you can go put the rest of the stuff back and come back with Pal spheres.
Oh, hell yeah. Vortex beater schematic. Let's see. All right. That was interesting. Like, I was kind of wondering how that would really work out, but I mean, it took us literally to a different world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't object to anything, like to more stuff like this. I mean, it's kind of cool the way that all the trees are kind of set up in this way around this statue. It's neat. Let's see here. Let's see if I can, I'm gonna drop off some of the schematics here. I think that was I think that was it for him. Oh yeah, and then that and that. Okay. Let's see. So 144. Yeah, it's not the best armor, but I bet that you could probably get better stuff to upgrade it with.
It's also something that's meant to be obtained much earlier. You know, half your level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna fight this dude though. Alright, let's go. We're gonna figure this shit out. This is probably gonna be a little rough. But not for me. Alright. The gang's all here. Let's summon the Moon Lord. Jesus Christ!
Told you you'd be fighting Cthulhu.
Jesus! This certainly does feel like an actual, like, boss fight, I have to admit. But everybody's just like, don't worry! We got it! I want to take out his hand. God! Fuck it! Oh, okay, so it just disappears. Oh, wow. So I think that's the only one that's left?
Well, it's not the only target. You'll have one more soon.
Oh, there's a heart. He's the Moon Lord. We got him! He's all like, whoa.
Also, that sword is you might have missed it. That sword is exactly what it looks like.
Is it a kitty sword?
Yeah.
Kitty sword!
It's a very specific one. I wonder if it does the... Oh, yep, says it. It launches cat projectiles.
Hell yeah. Oh man, I wanted to stay there a little bit longer. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go try this out. Let's go try out the kitty sword. Kitty sword. Oh, that's cool. Like that fucking Petelia like was there. He was just like, what the fuck was that? I'll show you what the fuck that was. Prepare to feel the power of kittens. Shit. Yeah, get it! Yeah! Ah! Yeah, get out of here, bitch. That's awesome. Moonlord masks, or his mask, let's say, pulsing with the sinister energy, a rarity for the most fortunate may obtain. 350. Is that too far removed?
I mean, you at least have to put it on.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have it to where I'm transmogged right now to where I have technically nothing on because the stupid fucking headband thing that I have on is white and they don't make alternate versions of it, so
Fair enough.
let's see here. But I can change that up. Oh, I thought I... Yes. I'll teach you the ways, along with my kitty sword.
What?
It doesn't say that it does anything in particular, though. I mean, if they're just like, it just looks cool, don't look into it that much, like, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
And I think we got some kind of blueprint or something, maybe. I know that we got the
Looks,
token to do the master version of it, but I don't
I
even.
think it's the item. I think it's the item right next to it. I think it's
Yeah,
okay. It's a second one.
Terra Prism schematic. I feel like the daintiest princess. Let's see. Let's see. Apparently, we don't have what it takes to actually make it. So that's kind of interesting. What do we need to make it? If they'll even tell us. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, okay. So it actually needs like in-game materials.
Yeah, not just the hollowed bars.
Yeah, that's cool. Same thing with this. Something tells me though that the master version of that raid would just kill us. But I'm curious. Or wait, what does it say? An ultra raid boss is extremely powerful. Only a force of fully trained pals stands a chance. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Why you gotta put that kind of pressure on me, asshole? Like, why they gotta say that to me?
I make sure you're ready.
Why couldn't they just let that be a surprise? I think that would have been cool. But like, oh, this thing is gonna stir my shit sideways. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well now I know to think more on whenever I even would consider doing that. Kiddies. Oh shit! I'm gonna get you. Can I get it? Yeah! It's a skill. Feel the wrath of the kitties. Why cats? Is that like a thing?
What?
Like in Terraria, to where like cats are the most sacred creature. So therefore, they will be launched from this sword, and you know, it'll be really good. Let's see. This thing has a stupid amount of durability, though. I wonder what happens if... Nope. Okay, so it doesn't have a special mechanic like with the other swords.
What?
That's fine, though. That's fine.
What?
Like, is there lore? Like, is there Lord of the Cats though? I can't hear you at all if you are saying anything. I see that you are talking though.
I'm not.
Oh,
Sometimes my mic just picks up something.
I got you.
I don't know what it is.
It's a ghost.
Maybe.
That was mean. There's just a lucky pal down there just gleaming and everything like that. And it had its little offspring there. And it's like, how do I get to be big and strong like you, Papa? That's the cool thing about it. You don't. And then I just shot an arrow into its head. Daddy? No, Dad, why? And that's how Palworld works.
What?
Apparently, there have been people that have been calling for a Palworld anime, but I think it's kind of funny because there are other creators, and I guess myself, I kind of feel this way, is being like, Palworld anime would be fucking dark.
What?
What armor is that? This is the lightweight ancient armor. This is the last armor that you get to craft in the entire game. But it's only the regular tier, which you unlock that through just the tech tree. So I don't have like the green version or anything like that. So I could technically get, I could probably get a little bit more protection out of a rarer version of the other armors before it, but
What?
at the same time, though, who could resist black on gold? Someone did an animation on Palworld versus Pokemon. It gets dark. Oh, I bet. Because, like,
What?
the world of Palworld is much more about Palworld are monsters, and we can only trust them as far as we can throw them. Should watch it on stream. It's hilarious. I would, but ironically, I actually just put my my stream back to where it's just doing the exact game that I'm playing. Because before I was using the entire screen, there's a reason though. There's a good reason.
What?
But yeah, Crazy Clips, you I assume you played this game too. Where are you at so far in this game? We talked about Pokemon a lot during this stream too, just like because we were kind of one of the things that we kind of discussed on here was just the fact that Palworld is like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a mobile MMO, and I'm like, I don't know how that would work, but I know that a certain other company would probably be looking at that and be like, fuck. Now we gotta seriously think about doing that. We gotta think about doing things that people think would be cool. Let's see, 1.0, I haven't played at all. I had to move recently, and to fund it, I had to sell everything I owned. Oh, man. That's rough. Hopefully it was I don't even want to jinx it by saying it, but I'll just get the thought out. It's like I hope it was like a move that was like good. Yeah, evicted thanks to old roommates. Oh god. Yeah. That's the thing about living with roommates, is that in a way, sometimes, depending on the situation, you are kind of at the mercy of another person as far as, like,
What?
if you just get to live comfortably. Let's see, I'm living with my, girlfriend and cousin in a slum, property. I got you. Well, you know what? You can live vicariously through me as I go upon my journey in Palworld.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for that. It's late for me.
Oh yeah, I got you, man. Like I probably wasn't gonna be up too much longer anyway, but yeah, we'll get together on the Baldur's Gate 3 game for sure.
Good night. Hopefully we can get that to work and play it soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Except on Saturday, I can't play on that day.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Like I actually, I've been meaning to tell you, before you go, I believe I actually have at work. I believe I now have a permanent schedule, so I know when I work, and it literally, if I'm right, then it's literally every other day. So it's very easy to figure out and work around.
Yeah, again, I can play Baldur's Gate on mostly any day, except Saturday.
Okay.
The show, I like to catch it live.
Well, yeah. We'll be able to do around that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'll see you on another day, sir.
What?
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Good night.
Night. See, hopefully next time I play, I'll figure out breeding. Let's see. Well, I hope we get to a point where no longer have to work and you just do this. Yeah, I wish. You never know, though. I mean, like, I feel like I'm about to start trying to do some different things here soon because I have an idea for a really good concept for a stream. And I was about to do it, and on the day that I decided to do it, whenever I opened up into it just kind of didn't work. Like, not even the games or anything like that, but just I got bad internet and everything like that on that particular day. And so far, fun fact, throughout this entire almost 2.5 hours stream at this point, we've only lost 1,049 frames. And if you guys want to know exactly how much that is in the grand scheme of everything, that is 0.2% of the entire stream.
What?
So I guess whenever my router went out and it was blinking green, that meant that it was probably doing an actual update. And it is more stable now. I'm very glad. But that's cool though. Crazy Clips. I hate to hear about that situation, but like, that's one of the reasons that I am here, because I have met many people and talked with many people like while doing this, and they've told me their stories about their situations. And while I can't do anything directly, I can always lend an ear, like basically provide people with a laugh and, you know, help them relax, have some entertainment. So yeah, because I think that that's something that I think that some big time streamers don't understand, is that sometimes streamers are what will get certain people through the day. Content creators in general as well. Like, I know for a fact that I couldn't probably get through a route without having my playlist of Papa Meat, Creepcast, or some old Team 4-Star Gaming playlists playing in the van that I do deliveries in. I couldn't do it.
What?
So I completely get it.
What?
Like, content creators mean a lot more to people than I think lots of different celebrities do. I think content creators have about as much effect on people as as musicians do. Because you'll see so many people go up to musicians that they admire, that they've listened to, and you will hear a lot of people say your music saved my life and things of that nature. And I believe that content creators that do videos, streaming, stuff like that, they do have that level of effect on people. And the only thing I can hope is that even if I'm not able to make a shitload of money from this, there is one thing that I can always take with me. Is the fact that I know for a fact that at one point I may have made someone's day bearable. And that's why I want to try to do more interesting ideas, more creative ideas with certain stuff. I've kind of had certain ideas kind of on the back burner for a bit. What's up, Guriko? Hopefully I said that right. I was in the middle of a rant about what being a content creator means to certain people, and that I am trying to do stuff in the future. Because right now, we're just on the tail end of the stream. But yeah. So I'll go ahead and kind of level with y'all a little bit. I know that Palworld, I know that this is about to end, and I don't even know if we're gonna fight the final boss. I don't. Because I'm getting to that point to where I'm getting a little bit burnout on this game, which isn't bad. That's just what happens whenever you do one thing for an extremely long amount of time. But you know what the advantage is that whenever it's a game, you can just play a different game. There's lots of things in life that you could get burned out on, but because of certain obligations of life, you can't really do anything about it. This is one of those things where I can do something about it. There we go. I didn't even know that Grintail was out here, but that's definitely a good thing to go ahead and have. But there's a lot of stuff. Like, I know that the big one that I've been mentioning is the unsung heroes of the 2000s, which is, to be clear, like, it's, like, Metabots games, Ultimate Muscle games, Zoids, G Gundam, that kind of stuff. But I do have other things that I want to try to do, too. Off the top of my head, there are playthroughs that I want to finish up. Like, for instance, Medieval 3 and 4, which are Elden Ring and Resident Evil 4, with Dan as the main character. I would love to finish those, at least one of them. And we do have the ability to have Dan in Dark Souls 3, which is a Souls game I've never beaten. So that would be pretty interesting, especially now that I've beaten Elden Ring, I've beaten Dark Souls 2. I would love to be able to do that. And then there is a way to get him into Bloodborne, which that would be an odyssey to set up. But in addition to that, there was also the Souls-like challenge that I had, to where it was the 3-stock challenge, which I'm never going to rule that out because I think that that was a pretty cool idea. Basically, I would have 3 lives, essentially, in a Souls game, and I would see how far I could get, and then we'd move on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. But the thing is that it wouldn't be like, oh, and then we restart. No, we would still continue to go. In each game, whenever we eventually go all the way down the list. But yeah, I would probably shorten that up, to a couple of games. And then there's just a laundry list of games that I would love to play, just that don't have any particular attachment to anything at all. There are Pokemon challenges I would love to do. I would love to continue our Soul Silver playthrough with the longest journey squad, which is basically, what do you call it? It's basically just me going through all the Pokemon games with my favorite trio of Pokemon: Shiny Entei, Shiny Togepi, and then a Totodile. Because I just like regular Totodile. I don't really like the Shiny. I think that Shiny is a little bit more uniform in its actual, like, color scheme, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost like it's just got too much blue to it. It needs something to kind of, you know, break it up a little bit. That's my opinion on that. But there's a bunch of other games I would love to do. I would love to do I'll list off some random ones. I would love to wind up doing fucking some old school Gundam games for the PlayStation 2. I'd love to do Custom Robo at some point. Mentioned that earlier. Would like to do... Oh yeah, whenever Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out, because of the Master Chief Collection Volume 2, I will definitely be doing that. Because that is an event. That is 100% an event in gaming history. For that to finally be, like, outside of the PlayStation 3. So I will definitely be doing that. Like, I know that most people will probably look at that idea and be all like, well, I mean, like, is it pretty much Metal Gear Solid 4 like maybe 65% cutscene? I would agree. I absolutely would agree. But that's not the point. The point is to experience it again. To be able to say that, like, hey, if I want to play this game, I can. On many more platforms now, too. So... yeah, that's one of the... that's pretty much the big reason. Oh my god! Why? Why on earth? I need to get a soundboard set up. Thanks, Galactic. You said you were going to sleep, and then all of a sudden you were like, hey.
What?
Nope. That was cool. Had to get in at least one. Yep. Everybody gets one. But yeah, actually, like, I think another cool thing would be, also I just use, Discord's, soundboard. But I got, like, a stream deck, it's just I don't have anything on it. Which is so fucking weird. Like, I think I made a big deal about getting it too, and then, like, I just didn't wind up, like, assigning anything to it. I really should. But, I think, potentially, in... Good night, sir. I think a potentially, interesting thing to maybe do. I don't know how specific it would be, but I feel that around the generation of the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, there were just a lot of pretty good games that just slipped under anyone's notice. Like, just went under the radar. Like, they weren't, like, the best, but they were really good. Good enough to, I think, make a recurring thing about. I wouldn't mind, trying to do something like that. Just like a hidden gems kind of thing. Because, some games that come to mind, are, Lost Kingdoms 2. I would say, like, even though it's going to be part of, like, the 2000s hero, like, unsung heroes kind of thing, I think, like, the Ultimate Muscle games were pretty fun. There were a lot of Gundam games, I think, that fell under the radar, or maybe someone, or maybe people just didn't really... I don't know. It'd be interesting to play some of those games and just see how many people would be all like, oh my gosh, look at that. Like, because some of the ones that come to my mind are, like, I'm talking about, like, Journey to Jaburo. Like, and then I think somewhat really close after that was, Federation versus Xeon. That was, like, a really, really, big one for me. I really liked that. I'm sure there's more that I can think of. Like, I would just have to kind of look at my game list. Actually, I bet I could real quick because, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, like fucking Bloody Roar. Both of the ones that came out of the during that generation, which I think are Primal Fury and 4. Yeah, Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, both of the Ultimate Muscle games, Federation versus Xeon, and Gundam versus Zeta Gundam would be pretty cool to try. And Zeonic Front, I think, would be pretty cool just because it's different. I never played it, but the more I look at it now, at my age, I'm just kind of like, oh, that might be pretty cool. Because back in the day, I was just like, I want action game. I want action. I want action. But now I could probably look at that and be like, oh, okay, this could be pretty cool too. Yeah, Lost Kingdoms 2, Beautiful Joe. Oh my god. I bet some people will fucking pull up on Beautiful Joe. And then, there was a particular Yu-Gi-Oh game that I would really like to play. Duelist of Roses. I would love to do that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff rolling around in my head. I just need to figure some stuff out, like as far as like how I would do it. How on earth would I do it? Like how often would I do it too? But that is gonna be where I say adieu for this evening. Um, this was more of a podcasty kind of thing, and that's fine with me. Because I didn't want 2 days to go in a row. I didn't want 3 days or 3 or 4 days to go without any kind of stream or anything like that. Because I tried to do a stream not yesterday, but the day before, and that kind of clunked out. But tomorrow, my goal is to get everything set up, and a little bit tonight, because I still got a little bit of time that I can play with until I really do need to go to sleep. But my goal is to get my setup ready for the Heroes of the 2000s stream. So I'll probably work on that a little bit. Thanks for the stream. Oh shit, Lion Fist. I didn't realize that you were still here. Come on, man, you gotta come on. You can talk. It's live. But appreciate you being here though. But yeah, we'll be back. Not tomorrow, but the day after. Like I said, I think I do have a set schedule now, so at minimum every other day I should be able to stream, and I'll know that I'll be able to stream, which is a lot off of my mind in many different ways. Not just streaming, but being able to make plans, you know what I mean? Was working on my base in Palworld. Oh yeah. Like, I would say that that's one of the strangest things, is just doing that, because like you get because like you may get like your base done, and then you're just like, yeah, I did all the stuff, it's got all this stuff in it, and it's got all my facilities in it, it's cool. And then you like look online and you see this dude who's built like this elegant chateau with like all this cool scenery and stuff like that. You're just like, oh man. But at the same time, I'm more of a person that's like, in this game, I'm more function over form. But in a lot of other games, I'm form over function. Like, I will take bad looks in armor and stuff like that if it looks better to me. But if it's a base or something like that, like, actually, yeah, if it's like architecture or me trying to make like a place to do stuff, I'll just be all like, does it have enough room to do everything that I need to do? Okay, cool. I don't care what it looks like, to an extent. Although I will say, I am kind of pleased with how my base turned out over in these lands. But anyway, yeah. Lion Fist Gaming, if you're not subscribed over on the channel, I would recommend it. We also have a Discord. If you want to chat with other people about the game, and depending on how often you show up, hey, could end up on voice chat one day. That's how it worked with Galactic and a few others, is that I'm just like, oh, this person is consistently here, and, you know, they're providing, you know, actual chatter and everything like that. And I'll be like, okay, well, let's see how they kind of work out as a, you know, as a voice guest. But yeah, just saying. But yeah, I will see y'all, everybody who's in the VOD gang, and everybody who's maybe secretly watching live as well, because I don't know if there's anybody else in particular. But I'll see you guys on the next stream. Peace out.